We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Houston Astros and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Jacob deGrom gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Into the box now, Michael Brantley. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Brantley.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Now the 2-0. Expected to get a little cooler as we go on, but the temperature at game time 68 degrees. And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Stepping into the box, Alex Bregman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. In the dirt here, and a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, fouled off. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound. And to check swing and not chase that one, puts himself right back in the count.
There goes Brantley. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw.
1 and 2.
He's right on time for Ramos to be credited with a caught stealing.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Here now the 2-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Cano will make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Now batting, Jeff McNeil. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
Yeah, and here we are several weeks into the season, and this guy has been absolutely killing the ball. I think he's got a chance to be near the top in home runs when it all shakes out.
100% agreed, Dero. When you get this late into the season, he's not doing it with smoke and mirrors. This guy's off to a great start, and I expect to continue all season long.
And, fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and, in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
A little bit outside. 2-1. The pitch. 3-1.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
The 3-1 pitch. Fouled away. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Now the 1-0.
Hey.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Michael Conforto waits on deck. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Got him to go after the change there, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
So striding in, Michael Conforto. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Alonso, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Count now a ball and a strike.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Count 1-0.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1 home. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. Altuve for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full. 3-2.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 3-2 one more time. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Digging in, Yuli Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set, and the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
All even now, 2-2. Now the pitch.
We got a full count.
looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Cespedes. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. On that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
And there are 2 away now.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Carlos Correa.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Correa hits a little over the 270 mark. Here's the 1-0. 2
balls, no strikes.
2 out here and a runner at second. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
The set and the 2-1. Bonnie gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Payoff pitch on its way. Inside with the curveball. Bit too much break, and it's ball 4.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Garrett Stubbs is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Comes set. The 0-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Two and 2. Here it is. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly on the first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Robinson Cano. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, one down.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Fly ball out toward left center field. Springer has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball. 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Greinke steps into his windup. 1-2 on its way. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Two complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Now in the box, Zach Greinke. 9-1-2 due up.
21. Zach Greinke.
Here's the pitch. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. One and one the count. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. So the base is empty here with one away, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues today.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball two.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Swing and a miss much too early, and that makes it a full count. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Rosario brings it in, and there's out number 2.
Now that's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Way outside. 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central, and that's in there. Base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Into the box, Jacob deGrom. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Ready with the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. No one out with a runner at second. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Alonso is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Two and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
One out and a runner on second base. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Bouncer up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. The throw to the plate. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make-or-break moment in this game. When you're playing a first-place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
The 0-1 on its way. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Set and the 1-1 pitch. High chopper to third. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Mets 2 and the Astros nothing. So digging in now, Yordan Alvarez. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. Catches the inside part of the plate for a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Bouncer to the left side, and he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
The 3-2 pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
The center fielder, number 4.
George Springer the next to hit, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First pitch on its way.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
The 1-1 home.
Nope, that's bad.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Here's Carlos Correa now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Lined into left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the run is in to score from second.
The batter, the catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
So now to the plate, Garrett Stubbs. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the 1-0. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
A bouncer to the left side. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Now batting.
Good job there to put the ball on the ground and pick up the tying run. This one has the makings of being a close game until the very end.
Standing in, Zach Greinke. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Comes set, the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 2-2. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Cano waits on the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Now here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The left fielder, number 52. Set today.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. And the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Two and 0 now. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Down the first baseline. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch fouled off. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Fouled away. Another 1-2 delivery. Again, he sends it out of play. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. He waits, now the pitch. The 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And he fouls this one off. One and 2. Here it is. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Grounded weakly toward third. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Mets leave 1. We'll head to the 5th, tied at 2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Michael Brantley. First delivery to him on the way. Into right field, that's a base hit. So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. May get 2 hits for him here this evening. And as you see there, that total good for second place on this Astros ball club. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. To second, there's Cano. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
First pitch of the at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Nimmo. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Now at the plate, Yordan Alvarez. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
From the belt, the pitch. Good spot for the change there, and that'll knock things up at 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Good battle. Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. Drilled on the ground to short. Rosario's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Astros lead 1. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. J.D. Davis will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, J.D. Davis.
Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. The average coming in at 266. 3 homers and 17 RBIs. The 0-1 delivery.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball that time.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball down below the knees.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And that misses, ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. From the stretch. And a ball 1-0. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. Change up low, 2-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. 2-1 the count. On the ground up the middle to second for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Now back, the first baseman, Keith Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. It's taken. Now it's 0-2. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. High in the air, deep down the left field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1 through 5, all even at 2-2. Walker Lockett takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 61, Walker Lockett.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and here comes the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel. Now here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Swing and a liner. Foul. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Conforto is there, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Whoa, that's kicked out. Watch out for that.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
1 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. 2 down.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Carlos Correa.
Ready for another shot now. Carlos Correa. He singled his last time up. And now a pitch on the way.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Hot shot to third. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Astros go down 1-2-3. Home half of the 6th inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher Wilson Ramos.
The catcher, Wilson Ramos.
First delivery to him on the way.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Hit hard, but foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Very high, 2-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 2-1. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Popped him up. Altuve is calling for it. 2 gone.
Now batting, no left fielder. Go ahead.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Two out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Springer has a read on it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Danger averted following the 2-out double. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Stepping in, Garrett Stubbs. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Garrett Stubbs.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2. Smoked on the ground left side, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm. A base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, deGrom, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Number 22, Josh Reddick.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do they have so many options at their disposal right now.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
He's set. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 13 for him on the year. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
And you can see why they love this guy. He's a leadoff guy with some serious pop. And he pounces on this mistake and knocked it right out of here.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brad Brock will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jake Marisnick is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 16, Jake Marisnick. The third baseman, number 2, Alex.
In now, Alex Bregman, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch.
Look out, 1-1.
3 runs already home here. Popped him up. Cano shading to his right. 1 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Next up for the Astros, Jose Altuve. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set, and the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw into second, and he's safe. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. To the plate now, Yordan Alvarez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hit hard to the right. Foul. One and one. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Brock, a native of the 49th state of Alaska. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So here's Yuli Gurriel. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 2 out here and a runner at second. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
At the plate now, George Springer, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
The 3-2 pitch. On the ground to third. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Astros 6 and the Mets 2. Chris Davinsky gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Chris Davinsky.
Last half of the 7th here, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Davinsky, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Ready with the 0-2.
Nope.
A ball and 2 strikes.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got that batting average even at a point where even a 1 for 5 will gain him some points. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. One ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Lofted in the air out toward right center. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 6.
Striding into the box, Jeff McNeil. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Brantley on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Robert Gesellman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
Striding in once again, Carlos Correa. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Settling in now, Garrett Stubbs. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch on its way. Left center, base hit. Around first, digging for two. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Aledmus Diaz will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
Aledmus Diaz.
Line drive to left. Cespedes is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Up next to the Astros, the right fielder, Michael Brantley.
So two gone now in the Houston eighth, and Michael Brantley settles in to hit at the plate.
Yeah, and going back to that last AB when he hit the home run, Matty, that ball was up and out of the zone. This guy's a real good high fastball hitter. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking I got to get that ball somewhere below the knees because this guy definitely likes that ball up and elevated.
The 1-0. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
Now batting, the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Stepping into the box, Alex Bregman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike one.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They lead it 6-2. Brad Peacock is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 41, Brad Peacock.
Next up for New York, Pete Alonso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Pete Alonso.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
The 1-0. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Hit sharply on the ground. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
Hey, you know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out of the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fouled away.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
And he got him.
One of the toughest pitches they hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Wilson Ramos, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. Heading out towards shallow right. After it is Brantley, but he won't get there. It falls in. And he is in there.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson.
Into the box now, Robinson Cano. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Two balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Three and 0 now.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling. Compose yourself and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now Cano swings and misses on a good 2-strike pitch there as he's retired for out number 2.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Altuve fields it cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jerry Familia will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Luis Guillorme will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go is the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
2-0 pitch on the way.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Astros right now would do anything to get this leadoff hitter on.
The 3-0 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And that misses 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yuli Gurriel will be next. Here comes the payoff pitch. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
At the plate, Yuli Gurriel, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. The 1-0. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Rosario brings it in. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. Houston leads this one 6-2. Roberto Ozuna comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
The second baseman,
From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul for strike 2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 1-0. And this is lifted out towards straightaway center field. On the move is Springer. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 16.
Next for the Mets, Jake Marisnick. His career history with Roberto Ozuna, he's 1 for 2. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zach Greinke. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Houston Astros jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Zach Greinke earns win number 7 on the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 6 runs, 11 hits. no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Mets, 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.